Hey everyone, it's me. I'm just finishing up the day here, or evening, heading into the evening, I should say. And I was today, I was trying to do so much. I was doing washing things, folding things, going through the family room still, and just really overwhelmed. It hit me this evening that I got so overwhelmed. My son came home, threw his stuff all over the couch. My living room looked like a tornado went through it. I still had to make dinner. I still had to move stuff off the floor. Things like that. So I got really overwhelmed. My husband was texting me throughout the day. We were talking, and it just, all of a sudden, everything just hit me. Like overwhelmed, trying to do so many things at once. And I had the TV on, and so then I had sound that was overwhelming me, and everything was just hitting me. And so I'm talking to my husband, and like we're texting back and forth. And finally, I admit to him, I'm like, I don't know, I'm really overwhelmed right now. And he said to me, well, why are you overwhelmed? Which, thankfully he asked, because you never know sometimes. And so I took too long, I guess, to answer him back, but I was writing a whole, here's why I'm overwhelmed, text. So it was a little longer than hi and bye, right? So I guess he thought he waited too long, or was taking so long. So he said, never mind. Sorry I asked. I was just asking. I might just come home late tonight. And so I had just finished, my text message when he sent that. And so, of course, I read it and I started crying. And yes, I am a crybaby. I don't mean to be, but that's who I am. I cry over emotions. So I started crying because, again, it was a disappointment to me, right? It was, I'm going to run away from the problems. I'm not going to help you deal with yours. I'm not going to be there for you. And I'm so used to doing everything on my own anyways. And that's one thing that I've been talking to him about how I need him to be there for me and to not run away from problems, right? That's how he gets to where we are almost done, is that he runs away instead of facing problems. And then I'm left to face them on my own. So I'm so used to doing everything on my own, and I've been trying to explain to him, that I don't mind being on my own, but when I need you, right? And I don't, and that sometimes you need to lead. You need to be here to fix problems or to, be here with me so I don't have to do them alone. And so, of course, I'm already overwhelmed, and that upset me. And I said, you know, I said, I thought we were trying to work on things and change things, which means I need you to come home. You don't have to come home and do things. Yeah, it'd be nice if you would help me maybe with one or two things. But I need you to be here, to be present. Sometimes just to come up to me and hold me and hug me. And then let me take a breather just to let me know that you're here. And so he seemed to understand that. And so he said, I will be home after work and I will see you then. And so hopefully he'll be pulling in soon. Until then, I did take a break. I took a breather. I found out at that time he was on a break, taking a little breather for himself also. Because again, I know his job is hard. So I called him and he answered, and we talked and we laughed. And again, I was able to reset. So when I got off the phone with him, I was able to get up and I went and did some dishes, which I wasn't even planning on doing because there's not many that needed done. Watered my plant, put my stuff from the washer into the dryer, put more stuff in the washer. Finish, when I say finish the corner that my mom's stuff was in, meaning everything's out of that corner. Now I have to finish sorting and put things back in the corner. I'm just hoping it won't be as much stuff. Obviously, I'm keeping, her clothes and, stuff like that. Stuff that I might get rid of later, like her cane that I had bought her that they won't let her use anymore. The walker, I'm going to hang on to that right now. Because you never know who will need a walker, for what reason. I needed one after heart surgery, and I got rid of mine, so I will probably hang on to that one. So I was able to do that. I was able to decide that I am getting rid of her jacket, her winter jacket. If for some reason she would need a jacket, I do have an extra one. She wanted to get rid of the winter jacket anyways because it was peeling. Like I said, it had like the fake leather up here on each side, and it was peeling, and that upset her before her stroke. And I have some giveaway clothes, so so I was able to tackle more. Plus, my husband had a little snack before he came home, so I don't have to race and get dinner cooked right this second. So because of just telling him what I needed and talking to him on the phone, and both of us were calm, I was able to reset and, calmly go on. So, he is still not doing the best at communication. He's good at texting me, asking me how my day is, asking, what I'm doing, things like that. But he's still having a hard time not to run away, and not to run away when there's problems or when there's real life. Or he's still making jokes when things are kind of supposed to be serious on my end. Now, when it's his, like if it's something that's serious from him, he does not make jokes. And if I make jokes, then, how dare me not listen, or how dare me, not listen. But, I call this a win today for right now. Is it always going to be a win? Probably not. I think he has a lot more work to do, obviously. But he has been better at listening to me, so then I can tell him, or explain to him what I think. And, most of the time he's really been listening and being like, you're right, and I'm sorry, and let's try that again, So, knock on wood, I am back where I need to be for me right now. And like, I think it, really what kind of threw me off was I was doing all that stuff, and then he texted me. In our washer, I think I've explained before, like, it doesn't have a timer, it doesn't have a beeping thing. I do set a timer, but sometimes I'm in the middle of something, so I can't go get it. Open the washer, and our washer is broken, meaning, and it's usable. It's broken because, like, if you don't go and open it right, pretty much when it goes off, it starts itself over. And so earlier that happened, and I just didn't go and put it on drain again. And so he had texted me when I was trying to work on the family room, letting me know he was going to do laundry when he came home. And I'm like, oh crap, I haven't even done that. Like, I haven't even finished that. Plus, I had a few more blankets to wash because I was trying to wash blankets, like I said earlier. So that kind of pushed me over the edge, knowing what time he was going to be home. And I'm so used to rocking on eggshells, and I probably still do, but I'm so used to, like, if he's like, I'm going to do laundry when I come home and the washer is full, there's a chance that he might be in a good mood and be okay with it. But there's a chance that he might blow up. And I blow up too. I'm not going to lie. I've been working on trying to, if I get upset, trying to take a break before making decisions or saying things that you can't come back from, right? And he hasn't made it that far in life. So he says whatever comes to mind. And it's not always good. And so because of that, I just am so tired sometimes and stressed out, or have my own things going on. I don't want to deal with that drama or stress. So, that really stressed me out when he was like, oh, I'm coming home and doing laundry. And that really pushed me over the edge right then. Because I'm like, I'm trying to do 50 other things, and now you're telling me I gotta finish this laundry right now. But actually, we talked about the laundry, and that is taken care of too. And probably by the time he gets home, hopefully it will be done, or almost done. I have some more blankets that I can wash, but I can wash those tomorrow. But yeah, so that, I know people might take this and go, I don't really call that a win, but I actually do. If you knew my husband, you would understand that was actually a win, that he listened and he was there for me when I needed him to be, even just over the phone. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I don't know about you guys, but I guess we are supposed to get more snow, either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see if we actually get it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.